I'm outside Courtyard Gifts. The owner says he's moving his business away from downtown because there's a lack of customers. But I take a few steps this way in front of Ellis Brothers Furniture. They've been here for decades doing business. So is there a problem in downtown Binghamton? We have multiple views.
I've watched the downtown lose more and more and more retail.
Bruce Potter's shop, Courtyard Gifts, is on the move after he says it started to lose business at its current location, 163 Washington Street.
We actually opened here when the Metro Center was retail, and they had a food court, and there were quite a few retail stores in it. Then when it changed over to be just an office building, things changed.
Potter says he isn't getting as many customers, and downtown is mainly full of students now.
They are basically going to be the traffic, and kids do not buy in downtown Binghamton. We've seen so many stores close, and it's because they don't buy.
Other stores seem to be investing in downtown.
We have Ellis Brothers, which is going to make a major move, to down the block and renovate the old Penny's building, which has been empty for years. That should be spectacular.
And Ron Saul knows a thing or two about downtown business. His family business, Saul Stearns, has been around since 1929. And as the president of the Downtown Binghamton Business Association, he keeps a positive outlook.
Things aren't the same as they used to be in the golden days with the malls and Amazon, but still there's plenty of business down here.
Greater Binghamton Chamber of Commerce President Jennifer Conway is also optimistic. She said in a statement, quote, "Downtown Binghamton is ripe with an emerging retail market. With heavy foot traffic coupled with the right combination of product and location, downtown Binghamton is positioned to be one of the best places for business in the southern tier." As for Potter, he says he's excited for his move to Owego, where he expects to double his business sales.
Retail are just those few, like 5 stores. All of downtown. Think how sad that is. And you look at Court Street and you see all the emptiness.
Potter hopes to open up his new shop on Main Street in Owego by August. As for what's happening here, Saul says Ellis Brothers Furniture will hopefully open its new location by the end of the year. Live in Binghamton, Emily DeVito, 12 News. The railroad bridge behind me near the intersection of Robinson Street and Whitney Ave has smashed several trucks over the past few months. And even though this is a reoccurring problem, no one seems to have a solution for it. Truck after truck after truck, all attempting to make it under this bridge. Above the bridge are train tracks. They belong to the company Norfolk Southern.
Norfolk Southern is not responsible for the road that's beneath us. And when it comes to signage, alerting drivers how much clearance that they may have, we see that as being the responsibility of the community and the road authority that oversees that road.
There are 3 signs. All say the clearance is 11 feet 7 inches. Binghamton Police Department Traffic Division officers were not up for an interview, but say the crashes are from driver error. They say they were on scene Wednesday after another occurrence on Tuesday and found there is enough signage warning drivers of the clearance.
It's important for either the local law enforcement that's investigating the incident, perhaps the emergency response dispatchers, the 911 center, to get in touch with us. Contact us. Let us know that this incident has taken place. We will send out an inspector to look at the bridge, make sure that it is safe for train travel.
Officials with Norfolk Southern said they couldn't comment on whether they were notified about Tuesday's incident or if they would be sending someone out, but say it's important for the private company to work with the community to keep everyone safe.
Communities like Binghamton look to us to operate safely. We, in turn, of course, look to the community to make safe decisions.
I also spoke to BPD about rechecking the clearance height, but they said the bridge already gives some leeway to drivers, and they do not think that is the issue. Reporting in Binghamton, Emily DeVito, 12 News. Tonight's public forum brought many community members out and allowed them to share their stories, many having a loved one affected by the heroin epidemic. But one thing all the stories had in common, their loved one had a hard time finding long-term treatment in Broome County.
It's painful to stand up in front of an audience and tell them about your child or your loved one's struggles or your personal struggles.
A mother whose daughter is in recovery, a mother who lost her son.
In February of 2015 to a heroin overdose.
A recovering addict and a current user.
Recently I started getting into a lot more harder drugs and alcohol.
All speaking to the importance of having a long-term drug treatment facility in Broome County.
We have, here you go, here's 28 days. Oh, I'm sorry, your insurance is over in 2 weeks. So you're out. Go to an AA meeting. See you later. And then they OD on the streets.
Many former employees of the developmental center say the building was meant to be a treatment center.
The facility itself has a bowling alley, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a basketball court, a theater. It's so equipped. It's all self-contained, and it is a secure building.
Broome County Executive Jason Garner was surprised by the showing of support for the center.
I was thinking that you'd get a handful of people that would be concerned about what the unknown is and more treatment in the area, and I think we probably heard from 40 to 50 speakers, and I think everyone except one person was absolutely in favor.
But some want to make sure the facility would provide the best treatment it can.
If we get a committee of experts together, grassroots organizers, advocates, family members, treatment providers, people who are in the field, could create an expert panel that could create the criteria of what we as a community are looking for.
So what's the next step?
We wait and hope that providers will be issuing applications to provide more services here.
If a treatment provider were to apply to use the Broome Developmental Facility, Garner says it could take up to 15 months before they could start providing treatment. Now, the one person that did oppose the idea to turn Broome Developmental into a treatment center said he lived in the neighborhood and he worried that the center would bring drug dealers to the area.